Hello, everybody. Welcome to another segment of Barely Inbounds. And hey, Dave, guess what?
What the heck are you doing in San Francisco, Sal? The President's Cup's not for a couple of months.
No, San Francisco, where everything is happening, and you know, we're having a good time. I'm with my family, and cable cars are going by, loaded with people and everything. And my son and I went to the Golden Gate Bridge, and we went in this little mini car, and it was really fun, as you can see. But while this was all happening, the Monday Canadian Open was ending today with a dramatic finish with Nathan Green finally getting off the snide and winning.
Yep, wins in a playoff. I kind of coming in, Latif Goosen was my favorite, but hey, that's the way it goes. But, you know, it was kind of interesting. I mean, a funky tournament in that the weather really screwed things up. And but interesting news coming out of that with the suggestion by Commissioner Tim Fincham of maybe going to a flex schedule of some sort where tournaments like the Canadian Open would rotate dates where they could get some dates that are a little more attractive to, you know, top players like Mickelson and Woods and Garcia.
Well, you know, it's really funny that you say that, because when Tim Fincham comes out and suggests something, that usually means that he thinks it's a really good idea and he needs to do something to save sponsors.
It really means it means that Tiger likes it. That's what it means, Sal.
It means Tiger likes it. But what they want to try to do is move tournaments around. Like the Canadian Open, the last couple of years, has been the week after the British Open, and until this year, it was the week before Bridgestone, and they didn't have many people, and they had to like offer these free trips going from the British Open over just to get here. So this
interesting. It's an interesting concept, but why not just make the players play these events once every 3 or 4 years? I don't know. Why do you put the burden on the tournaments?
Because Tiger won't allow that to happen, I don't think. That's the big problem. You can't tell guys like Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson that you have to play in every tournament, you know, once every 4 years, 5 years. You know, he's not going to show up with some of them.
Plan, then.
Well, you know, another thing that I'd like to see happen is kind of a flexible scheduling where you have some tournaments end on Monday and Tuesday, because they tried the U.S. Open tried something. The USGA and ESPN streamed all the video, and they had just remarkable amount of people to watch. And it's got to the point where this business model of putting things up, streaming it on the internet, putting it with commercials, is actually working these days. So,
well, I see where you're coming from on this, because, you know, when the current TV contract is up, you know, the next one is supposed to start in 2012, correct? And, you know, who knows whether any networks are even going to be interested. I mean, they lose money on golf. Everybody knows that. And, you know, if you or saddle them with tournaments that Tiger's not playing, or tournaments that many people aren't interested in, you know, maybe all this stuff does migrate online sooner than we might think.
I think 2013, if a Golf Channel gets a cold bunch of them, I would like to see it happen in the fall coming up, and then kind of trying some of these things out and seeing what are their numbers, because their numbers have really decreased on Sunday coverage, and it's an alarming trend. They have to do something that's different. They have to do something that's hip. So maybe, you know, having a tournament end Tuesday night or something along those lines, if they could do that, would be some of the answers for some of these. Who knows?
Yeah, and you know, I think you're absolutely right. We're going to see, you know, in the not too distant future, the only thing on network TV is going to be the majors, probably the FedEx Cup playoffs, WGC events, maybe a couple of others. But you know, it's an interesting concept, finishing on a Tuesday or whatever. There's no competition. You don't have to, you don't have to compete with the big weekend games in baseball. You won't have to compete as much with the playoffs and the NBA and hockey and football starting and whatnot. It's interesting, Sal. You might be onto something.
Yeah, we'll see in coming months. I know this week we have a tournament, Buick Open. This could be the last Buick Open. It's been played since 1958. It's had a great run. It's had a great sponsor of Buick for years. It's had a great site, and Flint, Michigan's been terrific. But unfortunately, we know what's happening in not only the GF, but we know what's happening in the Michigan area with 15-16% unemployment. So the odds are that this will probably be the last one. We'll see soon enough. Hopefully,
although it has been reported that there may be another tournament coming in Michigan that is going to sort of replace it. So, you know, who knows who they might get in that neck of the woods as a sponsor. Hey, maybe Ford. They aren't beholden to the government. Who knows? Stranger things have happened, but at least they got Tiger coming this year.
You know what? Kind of nice gesture on Tiger's part. He no longer has a Buick connection. He no longer has any commitments to him or anything. But I think Tiger felt he was supposed to play in this tournament 2 years ago and had to back out after he had said yes because of the birth of his of Samantha.
I'm sure, you know, there's been pressure on him to play a little bit more often, and I'm sure they was probably given a heads up that, hey, this is going to be the last Buick Open, so, you know, good for him that he shows up for the last hurrah in the Motor City.
And he's going to play 3 straight weeks, we assume. He's probably going to play at Bridgestone because Firestone is his favorite tournament or favorite course. He always seems to win there. And then, of course, we know he'll play in the PGA Championship.
Well, he ought to start playing a little bit more often, and then maybe he'll get the job done at a major.
Well, boy, you're being a little tough on Mr. Woods, aren't you? So
play enough, Sal. He's not maintaining his edge.
Yeah, Dave, the sun's going down. There's another cable car right down the street. I know my son Ross, who's helped me with this video, we're hopping on that. We're going down to AT&T Park to watch the Giants play Pittsburgh tonight. And, we'll wrap this up, and next time we'll talk, I will be in lovely Winsburg, Virginia.
Have some of those garlic fries at the ballpark, Sal.
Okay, take care. Oh, one last thing. This has really been a slice of heaven doing these with you.
Thanks. I have enjoyed it immensely. Let's keep doing them.